Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the internet. Welcome to my channel. It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to review Murderbot Season 1 for you. It's from Apple TV. It's an original idea based on some novels. Let's get into it. Original in the sense that this is the Murderbot series written by Martha Wells. There's about 7 novels in it. It has never made into a movie or a show or anything before, so this is the first go at it. And let me tell you, it's quirky fun and they kind of nail it here. And when I say nail it, I really mean it because, this is a show that follows the actual guy called Murderbot, played by Alexander Skarsgård. He's a great actor, and honestly, he nails it here. He puts his whole show on his back, his big, broad shoulders, and just carries it. It is awesome. He does a fantastic job as Murderbot. Now, what's a Murderbot, you may be asking? So in this futuristic sci-fi world, there's lots of different factions, there's like a business faction, more like a liberal faction, more like a corporate faction and everything. So they all have to go out on these missions and do things because we can now do interplanetary discovery and we can go mining and get stuff from other planets. So when they go to those planets, they need security. But humans can't always do it. So they need robots, security units. And that's what Murderbot is. He's colorfully known as Sec Unit. They're all called kind of Sec Units for short. And Murderbot is a particular Sec Unit that removes his governor model, which is what prevents him from, killing humans and lots of other evil stuff like procrastinating and not obeying. And because he has no governor, he decides that, he can do whatever he wants. He decides once he renames himself to Murderbot for whatever reason that his favorite thing to do is actually pretty fantastic. He actually just likes watching old sitcoms. One of them in particular, The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon. It's like a sci-fi drama. They have John Cho shows up a bunch in this as like Captain Hussein from the ship there, and he's always watching episodes of that. And a lot of times when they come into problems or events in the show they can't solve, he'll do things from the episode of the show as to how he can solve a problem. Honestly, it's fantastic. It doesn't wear thin either. I really love it. And they show clips of the show here and there, so you get to see how over the top, silly, and dramatic it is. Oh, honestly, it's great. So Skarsgård is kind of an outdated Sec Unit. So he's just kind of sitting around watching his TV shows, trying not to get asked to do any work. And then there's this a crew of people who are going to mine some minerals to try to make money for their group. And they are the dumbest crew of anything ever, let me tell you. I like them. They're quirky and funny, but they are certainly not space worthy. They don't know how to survive and stuff. So they need a Sec Unit, but they don't have much money. So they need the cheaper one. They need Alexander Skarsgård. He's like, what? Me? I have to go? Now, Sec units, they are organic like humans, but they don't have private parts and things like that. They're just made from recycled material. And they're mostly machine, and they wear these big suits of armor, which gives them arm cannons and things like that. And they got armor, so if they get shot or have to fight, they can defend themselves. But underneath, they do kind of look pretty human. He removes his helmet a couple times in this, but he doesn't have a very human expression, but he still kind of looks like a human. So the crew starts to sort of treat him like one of them, which he's clearly not. So once that little crew picks out Murderbot to be their Sec Unit, we're off to the planet. And the planet, oh my goodness, the CGI in this is pretty good. Apple always has a lot of money. You get to see some cool creatures on the planet. Murderbot does fight a couple of them. You get to see him fight other Sec Units. There's, of course, a rogue gang down there, like a bunch of people who are trying to steal the minerals and things like that. And everyone's looking for alien tech because there could be aliens out there. But if you find any tech, you have to turn it right in because we want to know if there's aliens out there and stuff. So they do a really good job with the world building. The whole world is really great. And we only get it's not a huge crew we get, but there's about 6 of them. There's one group of 3. I'm just going to call them the threesome. It's like these 2 girls and this guy, Rathi. They're kind of in like a threesome relationship, but they don't all really seem to like each other equally. They always have weird conversations, but they're okay. They're semi-entertaining, but again, they come off as really dumb. Like, I don't know why you would take them mining. They have no skills or anything to use for the outside at all. Oh, I did really like, there is one character, Garathan. It's by David Desmalchin, the polka dot man from Suicide Squad. I thought he was fantastic. He's like a hybrid human computer. So he's a human, but he has intelligence and stuff, and he has a computer installed in him. He can plug into electronic things and things like that. That plays out a bunch in the show because he doesn't trust Murderbot. He thinks he knows there's something different about this particular Sec Unit, and he's right. But Murderbot's not their enemy. They find that out over the course, but really interesting to see their interactions and how he slowly comes around to Murderbot. Their leader, like the president or whatever you want to call her name was Mensa. She was also really interesting. She seemed to like kind of have a relation with the David Desmarchand character, and I really liked how she was the leader, and she tried to like make bridges with Murderbot. She tried to make sure everyone was safe. She's tried to set the goal of going to explore. She made the final decisions on everything. She actually comes out great. She's one of the more fleshed out characters. I love her backstory. You get to see a lot of her challenges, how she got to where she is. She gets emotional sometimes because she feels like the whole weight is on her shoulders, and the show kind of shows it that way, but she does a really, really good job. I honestly, her character is one of my favorite ones. I love her interactions with Murderbot. And there was one other lady. She's like, I'm going to call her the explorer lady. She was out digging and stuff like that. She seemed to be kind of suited to what they were doing, but she also almost gets eaten by a bug at one point. Murderbot has to go inside a bug, a giant bug, to get her out. So really cool scene early on in the show. Like, honestly, just fantastic. But yeah, Murderbot goes with his crew through a lot of trials and tribulations. They have to fight giant monsters. He's fighting other sec units. There's evil rogue people trying to kill all his people. And by the end of it, he really hates the crew. But around the end, he's like, you know what? I have the best crew ever. They all start to form bonds to all the hardship and challenges they have to take. It's really, really good. It's a lot of fun, interesting story, cool planets. It's just great. At the end of the day, the show really falls to Murderbot. Alexander Skarsgård's inner monologue is one of the most interesting things in it. You can hear what he's thinking, what he's doing, or when he's watching like random shows and things like that. You're always worried if he's going to go crazy and shoot everyone, or if he's going to save everyone, or what he's going to be. Overall, this was great. It was one of the first shows. It had a weekly release date, and I was hanging every week for the next episode to come out. I loved it. The only real complaint I got about the show, other than like the crew just being really stupid the whole way through, is the episodes are too short. My goodness, 20 minutes each or like 22 minutes? That's not enough. You should release in 2 episodes at a time. The show is delicious and amazing, and I want more of it every week. So that's a weird complaint to have, but it is my complaint. I really think they should have done longer episodes or released it all at once, or at least 2 at a time, because 20 minutes was just like a little taste. You're getting into it, and it just ends. And like, yeah, I think watching it all at once, which I did after, it works a lot better. The story is great, flows a little better. It's more exciting and things, but overall, Murderbot is fantastic. I'm going to give Murderbot a 9 out of 10 on the odometer. Great action, great story. Love the inner monologues and the dark, weird comedy in the dystopian world they create. It is fantastic. If you like sci-fi and you like comedy, you're looking for something a little bit different, check out Murderbot. You will not be disappointed. You will love the performances, and you'll learn to like the crew as well as it goes on. But thanks so much for watching this far, guys. Really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video. And everybody, stay out of trouble.